Okay, hi everybody, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, for the foreseeable future, I will just be doing general card readings for the channel. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to further support the channel, please consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does help the growth and development of the channel. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. Okay, Gemini, hi, welcome to the channel. I've actually already shuffled everything, so just kind of saving a little bit of time regarding the, well, you know, the technology I'm currently working with, so it's like a time-sensitive thing. But yeah, we're going to get into your general card reading for the time frame of May the, what do you call it? May the 5th to the 30th of 2025. Let's see what's going on, Gemini. And we have, oh, okay. Wow, I felt an understanding when this fell from my hand in that regard and then picked it back up. The 9 of Wands. You're clearly involved in a lot of work right now, a lot of hustle and go action. Certain times you can feel very fatigued, or the energy is just like draining, or you just have to put so much into something and then you bounce right back up. It's like, okay, take a little nap and bam, you're back in action. Or sometimes it feels like you don't have enough time to rest or whatever, that you're back on the go. What's coming through with the 9 of Wands, it's all going to be worth it. It's just a part of the process to your next successful, enriching elevation in life. Whatever tasks this is, it's all going to be worth it. So you're being in the 9 of Wands, encouraging you to continue to be consistent, continue to focus, to maintain, to evolve, to allow the process to create and establish those firm foundations which will rightly support you towards the 10 of Wands that's eventually going to come. Right now, it's a going in the motions, it's going in the process, it's doing what you need to do in which to elevate. Okay, so the 9 of Wands is just saying be vigilant, be determined, and just keep going. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, look at that. The 2 of Swords. You may not have the exact aspect of how things are going to go. You're in a process, okay? How things are going to like turn out. What's the conclusion? You know, how the formation of things are going to look. That could be in a family dynamic, a work dynamic, a business dynamic. You know, it could be you studying for, this is an example, even though it could be your story, it could be you studying for a certification or a project or something like that. But you don't necessarily know what job offer you might get afterwards, after you're certified. You know what I mean? So even though you may not always have a comprehension of the end result, you're being encouraged to continue going through the process on which to attain what is needed to be attained in this 9 of Wands energy, because the 10 of Wands energy is going to introduce those other clarifications for you, those the next stages of things. Okay, so the 2 of Swords is coming through in that type of way, whereby you may not entirely know like the structure of how this is going to look. You can take a logical guess, but even your logical guess or practicalities, you still don't necessarily know, okay? And you're kind of sometimes justifying your actions. Should I continue doing this? Is it all going to be worth it? I could spend my time better doing X, Y, and Z instead of doing this. I'm not even guaranteed X, Y, and Z. Why do I even bother? So this is like, it's just like, sometimes you just get into those moods, you know what I mean? Like, why am I going through this like drudgery, and for what? But it's all gonna be worth it, okay? And in some cases, for some of you, there are some people who are saying that to you in whatever capacity that is. Why, like for some of you, maybe with a family, why are you always coddling that child, or dealing with that relationship. It's going nowhere, and you know, or why don't you just, like, give up on that that business that you're doing, and it's not producing like you imagined, but you're like trying to still work with it, and change things up, and figuring things out, and feeling, and say, practically speaking, if I continue in this, by this time it should show this, in certain, but people could be kind of doubting it, but you're the one living the dream. You're the one moving in this is your life. You know what I mean? Would the two of swords is saying, even if practically you may not necessarily know exactly how things are going to turn out, if you use your intuition to help guide you into the best process, it may even go against what one would consider practicalities in certain respects. But if you allow that intuition of yours, say, you know what, I believe in myself, I believe this could work, I believe if I just change up X, Y, and Z, or if I continue on X, Y, and Z, and evolve in X, Y, and Z, that this should happen, and eventually this should happen. I'm feeling that this could happen. I'm feeling that this is a possibility. I'm believing in my tenacity. I'm believing in my grit. I'm believing that if I don't give up, things will work out. It's that type of energy, okay? And this is, again, being encouraged, because it's like you are in some type of motion, some type of work, whatever, but it's like the finish line is not always in view. You understand? But there is a finish line, even if you don't fully see it. But it's like, use your intuition to help guide you along, and don't give up. The universe said, take this card, great. Yeah, see, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, literally, Gemini, the 5 of Wands. It's like, keep fighting. So, like, climb up that ladder, like, persist. You could be involved in different competitions, or other people, or even a group environment, or even an organization, or family dynamics that are stressful or challenging, or whatever. Rise above it. Keep going. Keep fighting. Don't give up. You're almost there. Okay? Even in challenges in yourself, in your heart, in your mind, keep fighting. Determination is what is required. Okay? Wow. Literally saying what I'm saying. Let's see what else is happening in this timeline for you, Gemini. And we have, the Hermit energy. You're being asked to, especially in those challenging moments, look inward to where you came from, what you have gone through. If you were doing something contrary, or something that wasn't really working at all, that history would have shown in certain respects. But thus far, history has shown that even though it was hard, even though it was arduous, you still climbed out. You still elevated. You still went from A to B to C, even if it was long for some of you, like short in certain respects, and then with a stop, and then with a speed up, and then with a stop, and then with a slow down. But sometimes time is like, the motion of things are not always as smooth as we would like it, but you've learned so much things. The Hermit energy, you've learned so much things about yourself, going through those dark times and overcoming. You've got so much strength in you that you need to draw from, like, understand the reason why behind what you were doing, why you were doing it, and pull strength from that. You're holding the star in your hands right here, in that lantern. That's those miracles and those blessings, manifesting your dreams to reality. It's coming, okay? You're holding it. It's there. You're almost there. But let it help shine you and grant you the courage to pull the strength from where you were and to where you're going. Reflect onto the understandings of the reason behind your actions. Further clarification. Yes, look at that. Major Arcana. Oh my gosh, the Emperor, you see? And this is the reason. You want the world. And I don't mean the world, the whole world domination type thing. You want your world. You want your existence. You want your lifestyle. You want the good health, the good wealth, the good security in your life, the good foundations, the good social life, the good family life, the good friendships. You don't want, like, to be be laboring in certain respects anymore, and always trying to strive and climb stuff. You want to get to a place of what you would deem for you success, and however that looks. And this is where you're going. This is what you're aiming for. This is why you're doing and going through what you're going through, because you know your worth, you know your value. People might see you, even sometimes you might even see yourself a little bit like the hermit with the, just the robe, kind of like this guy trying to go up the hill, whatever. But in your mind, in your heart, in your belief of who you are, you see yourself as the emperor. And that is where you're going. That's why the hermit's energy is trying to say, like, pull on that strength. Understand the reason why you are doing what you are doing is because you want to get to the emperor energy. Okay, you are the emperor. Further clarification. Yes. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Pentacles. This is what you want in your life. Again, it is reflective of that emperor energy. The 10 of Pentacles. This is extreme success in on basically every measure, especially physicalities. This is great generational wealth just for you, your family, your good friends or loved ones or whatever, your children, your children's children. You're setting things up. You want success for you now and in the distant future, just ongoing. This is good relationship. This is freedom, being able to come and go and work and vacation and whatever. It's like no worries, basically. Just enjoying life, basking in your success. Okay, it is the culmination of effort, of hard work that cannot be taken away. It's not easily shirken. Okay, it is long lasting. Okay, it is quality. Okay. This is what you're aiming for. This is what you're going for. And the universe is reminding you of this, and it is going to be happening. You just keep that determining factor. Let's see what else is happening. Yes, the 9 of Pentacles, of course. This is that further, moving further into the next stage of things. What I'm sensing is this is part of that that next 10 of Wands energy that you'll eventually get, because right now you're at the 9 of Wands over here, and the universe is reminding you, giving you strength on this line right here, where you're headed. Okay, with the whole point of the reasons behind everything is. And the next stage of it from here is definitely going to be the 9 of Pentacles, where you'll have more abundance, more options to pick, choose, and refuse, controlling your calendar, controlling your social life, being able to rest if you want, being able to change things up so it can move a bit more according to what you're comfortable in, being able to save more, being able to invest more, just getting that next step of freedom in your drive, in your commitments, in your career, in your family, whatever the situation is. Okay, that's definitely what's happening right here, from this line to this line over here. Okay, and this is the overall arching goal right here, just reminding you. Okay, so it's almost like this right here, you're right here, and your next steps, or the next the point of this is to get you over here. Okay, but the longevity, your heart, your full-on desire is this right here, and that this is just giving you strength, the pull strength to remind you what you're going after, what the whole point of it is. Okay, but this is the next step that you'll be headed to, especially if you keep the commitments here, if you strive through, persevere, and fight through, and do your best. Let's see, look at that. The Knight of Swords. And once this comes through, when the next steps come through, you'll be moving quite fast. You've already laid the groundwork, swift action. You'll be very knowledgeable, very aware, and very respected is what's coming through with the Knight of Swords as well. Further clarification, not this card. Universe said take this card. Yeah, see, oh my gosh. The 9 of Cups. With the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. You see that, Gemini? Wish fulfillment. The whole point of it all. That's what I said. You continue, be vigilant, go through this right here, and you're going to get your wish fulfillment. The next stage that you were aiming for in the first place. And you will be moving rapidly and fast. And overall, as things continue to progress in your life, this is the main point right here. Okay? So, let us get into your extended Gemini. Very quick. So we have, the Knight of Swords, again, on these lines right here, and I feel it's more so right here, and it's going to further reflect right here with the Knight of Swords over here. Keep your vigilance, because things are clearing up, okay? You're almost finished with a certain process, so that things could start speeding up. So don't worry about that. Things are going to start speeding up. Yeah, the King of Wands. Remember I told you that respected energy, that perseverance, that reverence that you're going to get. You're going to be very connected. So especially in your social life is what's coming through. You're going to be a leader in your craft, a leader in your purpose. And it's really going to give confidence to whatever it is that you're involved in as well. Not just in you for yourself, but those who are involved in you. That's friends, family, that's business, whatever the situation is for you. Further clarification, yes, Four of Swords, and you will be able to rest. So don't worry. If you think you're working a lot right now, okay, Four of Swords said, don't worry, you'll get your rest. But for right now, just keep persevering, okay? Because soon things will be speeding up, and it'll be showing all worth it. Get certain things established, and you'll get to like rest, like take a break, okay? Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, my goodness. Oh, it's like reiterating the same lines, and it's just further, giving you more an understanding and like a support in what's happening. It's acknowledging what's happening. It's acknowledging what's going to happen should you continue as well. So we have the Nine of Cups again. Nine of Cups and Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Same line, okay? Different deck. So I'm trying to tell you that's what's happening for you, Gemini. I don't need to repeat the Nine of Cups. It's literally a wish fulfillment around here, especially if you could stay committed, okay? Oh my gosh. See, listen, again, I don't need to repeat this. The universe is it's ready letting you know. Okay, it's letting you know. The Emperor energy, remember, Emperor again, totally different deck. And the universe saying the same thing. The whole point, the whole purpose of this. Okay, Gemini, I don't need to repeat it. You refine it and hear it again. Okay, but the universe is trying to tell you these things are going to happen in the best possible way. But it's encouraging you to stay committed, stay the course. Okay, even if some people think you're insane, stay the course. Adjust and keep moving forward, okay? Persevere, okay? Stay committed. Listen. The full energy. A new life. You will be ready. Even if you think you're not ready, even if you doubt yourself in certain respects, all that work is going for a purpose. Jump right in. The universe has you. That is to the next chapter, the next phase, the new life. Okay? The next phase of things, the next chapter in the next book, I would say. Okay? Right here. Okay? Oh my gosh. I don't even know why it did like the universe reiterated further, encouraging you, letting you know what's going to happen. Okay? Crystal energy, we have petalite. This angelic stone was used by shamans to provide a safe environment around them as they explore the spiritual plane. With its high vibration, it's excellent to use during deep meditation. It can help you reach back in time and heal old family wounds and trauma. And that goes a little bit with the Hermit energy here. Remember that self-reflection and get your courage, that strength, why you are doing what you are doing. When you feel like you're falling short or you're doubting yourself, remind yourself how far you've come and the reason why you were moving forward in the first place. Angel message, and we have abundance. I mean, literally right here, this entire thing. Abundance. You're getting there. You're so close, Gemini. Keep it up. Okay, let's see what else is happening. We have breaking the chain of repeated cycles. Oh my gosh, again, what we were talking about, okay? You're coming out. You're going into something quite major in your life. And we have lead the way, light your own path. And that's definitely what you were doing, okay? Stay committed. Keep moving forward, Gemini, okay? You're so close. Okay, so I'm very happy for you right here. I really hope the advice is heeded. I think sometimes we just need that kick in the pants, that encouragement, like get up, keep going, you got this. Okay, Gemini. Thank you for being here, and I wish you the best. Bye.
Okay, that has been your reading. So excited. I really do hope that it was helpful, that it edified you, gave you some encouragement, some good advice on which to navigate whatever it is that you're dealing with right now and going through. I'm really wishing you all the best. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, consider becoming a Patreon member. It really does support the growth of the channel. So much things I would like to bring forth to you. Yeah, I think that's it. So stay great. Bye.